We're going to be looking at a set of scriptures out of the book of Luke. Luke chapter 7. Luke chapter 7, starting with verse number 1. Luke chapter 7, starting with verse number 1. You found it? Say amen. Amen. Now, when he had ended all his sayings, and the audience of the people, he entered into Capernaum. And a certain centurion servant, who was dear to him, was sick and ready to die. And when he heard of Jesus, he sent unto him the elders of the Jews, beseeching him that he would come and heal his servant. And when they came to Jesus, they besought him instantly, saying that he was worthy for whom he should do this. For he loveth our nation, and he had built us a synagogue. Then Jesus went with them, and when they was not far from the house, the centurion sent friends to tell him, saying unto him, Lord, trouble not thyself, for I am not worthy that thou should enter under my roof. Therefore, he said, wherefore neither thought I myself worthy to come unto thee, but say it in a word, and thy servant shall be healed. Amen. That's it. Stop right there.
Amen.
The story, you may be seated. The story of the centurion's faith. Y'all know when Jesus finished talking, he said, I say unto you, I have not found so great a faith, not in Israel. Jesus marveled. It teaches us some valuable lessons about trust, humility, and the power of faith. We're going to be talking about the centurion's faith. Jesus stepped on the toes of his Jewish listeners by praising a Roman centurion's faith. Now, a centurion is a captain, a captain, so to speak, of close to 100 men in an army. He was, Jesus, impressed with the centurion, a soldier who knew all about the power and authority, had recognized the power of Jesus' authority over disease. See, when you have authority, you recognize authority. Amen? Jesus marveled at his faith, just as he later marveled at the people of Capernaum's lack of faith. But also, in praising the centurion's faith, Jesus tweaked the ethnic attitude of the Jews. He's got to let them know this ain't right. It was scandalous. His words enraged them that this, I'm going to say, I almost said uncircumcised Philistine, but this centurion, this Roman centurion, would even get the attention of Jesus Christ. We learned 3 lessons from him. To ask in humility, using wisdom, to ask for help. Talk about asking the right people. And to know that Jesus has the power to solve our problems. Amen. The centurion approached Jesus with a humble heart. Y'all get that? Despite his high rank, he recognized his limitations. He didn't demand healing from Jesus. Instead, he asked politely. This teaches us the truth behind humility. A lot of times we come to Jesus demanding that he help us, demanding that he bless us. Have you ever found it hard to ask for help? It can be tough because society don't advocate asking for help that much. When sometimes we remain in our problems, it's because we don't ask for help. And then when we do ask for help, we ask people who cannot help us. Amen. If we're going through money trouble, we oftentimes run to somebody who's broke and ask them for financial advice. I got news for you. Everybody doesn't have wisdom or the experience necessary to advise you on every problem. Amen. Broke people really can't help you with your finances. We may be having marital problems, and we go run to somebody that's divorced. How do you think they lost their marriage? I heard about this married woman. Her husband she thought her husband was fooling around, but he wasn't. And she told her girlfriend about it. She said, child, I wouldn't put up with that. I wouldn't put up with no man wouldn't be dedicated to me. I wouldn't put up with it no one bit. She said, you ought to leave it. And she said, I don't think about that thing for a while. She thought. And bless God, she said, you know what? I've had enough of this. I'm gonna pack up my bag and go home to mama. She packed her bags, went home to mama. After about 2 or 3 nights, she got thinking about that thing. She said, you know what? My husband was good to me. I'm going back. She went back, tried to put her key in the door. Locks had been changed. She went to banging on the door. And bless God, her friend came to the door talking about, who is that knocking on our door this late at night? You got to watch folks that want to encourage you to leave your house. We think our problem is unique. We think our problem is only ours. Ain't nobody, we saying that song, nobody sees the trouble I see. All right? The Lord knows what you're going through. He's already made a way for you. But the question is, who are you asking for help? Have you asked Jesus? See, knowing that Jesus has the power to solve your problem is the first step. The centurion had that incredible faith. He believed that Jesus could heal his servant just by speaking a word. His faith is not based on what he could see, but it was based on what he knew. See, faith is believing the unseen, right? It's trusting that God can do what seems impossible. Now, get me right. Now, I'm not saying that if you have enough faith, Jesus will solve your problem the way you want it solved. Amen? But what I am saying is that God will work it out according to his will. You see, faith doesn't mean I know what Jesus will do. Faith means I know what Jesus has the authority to do what I cannot. The centurion faith impressed Jesus. Who said he hadn't found no such faith in Israel. What do you believe God to do in your life? What can you believe God for? Sometimes we limit ourselves by doubting his power. We might be able to see the solution right now. God can be impressed with your faith. I mean, come on. We have faith that when we sit down in that seat will hold us up.
Right.
But can you trust God to work out your issues? As a centurion, he understood authority. He knew that he could tell somebody, go do this, go do that, and they'll go do it. But he knew that Jesus also had that same authority over our situation.
He does.
Jesus can speak, and your situation will take care of itself. He'll take care of itself. Men will close a door right in your face. And as soon as they close that door, God will open up another door. He has authority over every situation that we face. Jesus has authority because he's the Lord of our lives. Because he's the ruler and the sustainer of life. He is the giver of life more abundantly, matter of fact. Yes, he has authority. Even